Eyes open, but they're going to have to get creative.
After the fake sweep to Aaron Graham, McElvain is stuffed.
You stop the run.
2nd down and 9 for McElvain, the redshirt freshman from Des Moines. In the flat, his running back, Trevor Allen, is thrown down rather rudely by Sevin Wilson. No gain on the play, and yes.
Newcomer, one of those guys, started 11 to 12 games. Transfer player. He's been very effective on the back end.
3rd and long. McElvain steps up. He's a mobile quarterback. Quickly, housing speed that time by Ryan Erith, who finished off Will McElvain with some help from Ryan Van Marl.
Well, they only rushed 3 guys, and so that forced McElvain to hold the football. When you rush 3, it allows you to double team the deeper throws. And in 3rd and 9, it's a really tough read. You don't want to turn the football over. They know that Will McElvain's going to scramble. That was a coverage sack. Nice job by the...
Trevor Allen on the ground, plants his foot and gets across the 30-yard line and is rolled under after a good 1st down pickup of 7 yards.
And that gave him an advantage at the point of attack.
17 carries, 46 yards on the ground last week in a round 1 playoff win for Northern Iowa against San Diego. His 2nd carry of this drive goes nowhere, and it brings up 3rd down. And
seen a lot of football. You have to get to that 2nd level in block number 2.
Northern Iowa has not been good on 3rd downs this year, converting just 33% of the time, but they move the sticks there on a strong throw.
And that's one way to get your confidence and rhythm.
Good to see Weston on the field. He's been banged up, dealing with a hip pointer, among other lower body issues. McElvain's throw batted away in the direction. Aaron Graham in motion behind the line. Now Allen gets the boot out of the backfield. Quick release, pass is caught. Weston had some blocking, almost a tunnel set up for him, and he picks up 9 across the 45-yard. 12 on 3rd downs last week against San Diego, and that should have been a false start on Northern Iowa. We'll hear from Marcus Woods again. Northern Iowa is not a very penalized team, Marcus. They're penalized fewer than 5 times per game. But that's a costly miscue. A 3rd and 1 now becomes 3rd and 6 for Mark Farley.
Well, you'll see right to the right, middle of our screen. Looks like the left tackle.
Under 44 penalty yards per game for Northern Iowa, but 5 tacked on against him on that previous false start as McElvain breaks the puck.
Happened that he extends plays. That was one of our keys that they had to stop him from doing.
Yes. In the flat, Trevor Allen can't haul it in. Difficult throw from Will McElvain. McElvain in trouble. Swallowed up. Back inside the 45-yard line, Reese Winkleman, the defensive end from Marshall, Minnesota.
Looks like a little bit of miscommunication, but they came with a defensive line stunt. You see 4 or 5 guys, blue shirts in the backfield, and that defensive line gets to moving around. It really confused the offensive linemen. They didn't understand who to block when you had the miscommunication.
South Dakota State rotates a lot of guys on its defensive line. They're always fresh at that position. Here comes a blitz. McElvain up the seam, incomplete, looking for Weston, and there's some laundry on the field.
So they've had to move some guys around. They really want to run a 2 tight end set just like this and run their offense.
McElvain over the middle, through the hands of Weston, intercepted. South Dakota State ball after the tipped pick by Michael Griffin. That is the 7th interception Will McElvain has thrown this season, and 4 of them have gone to a South Dakota State Jackrabbit. That's off the turf. South Dakota State ball. I think that might have a pulse, whatever he's wearing on top of his head. On 1st and 10. Trevor Allen dances to the 15-yard line. Only 3.
It was the passing yards that really jumped out. South Dakota State's been able to hit some big plays.
It's Allen. He is gang tackled again, Marcus. A lot of blue hats flocking to the football.
You know, this front four is getting in the backfield. And when you get penetration, it causes a lot of disruption. Takes away the running lanes for the running back, Trevor Allen. See, he tried to dance his way for a couple, but those blue shirts are very...
On the cross, pass is complete. That's Aaron Graham, the senior from Oak Grove High School in Missouri. At inside positioning on Don.
Position, couldn't really get spun around, and that favored the defense. Nice play.
Will McIlvain on a design quarterback run.
McIlvain to keep it.
In the flat, that's Aaron Graham.
You're going to need to get some points on the board eventually going into the half.
6 tackles already for Sevin Wilson on defense for South Dakota State. Captain 3 times. He's also the program's leading tackler.
And flowing.
You like the long hair.
Getting these guys going, yeah.
Blitz pickup by Trevor Allen. It might not matter. McIlvain did in fact break free, and it looked like Tolu Ogurndi got him around the ankles, and the junior from Cottage Grove, Minnesota, holds Mac Field from the South Dakota State 38 to begin this drive. Chance for the Panthers to get back in this game, and that was not Will McIlvain. Christian Rosenbaum on. It's a bull ox, 5'10", 290 pounds. Here's a 2nd and 8. McIlvain back in the game, and he dirts that ball at the feet of Trevor Allen.
And that's what the Jackrabbits were expecting, and that's what they saw there. That's why it was well played defensively. I thought the first down play, you go ahead and run the jet sweep because everybody's expecting McIlvain to keep the football. Throw a counter punch, give it to the
board by halftime. They need to convert this 3rd and 9. They're 2 of 5 on 3rd downs today. 4-man rush. McIlvain knows how to extend a play, but he's in deep trouble now. Erith devours him all the way back at the 39-yard line. And McIlvain is injured.
That's a situation where the young redshirt freshman is going to have to throw that ball away. You get the 4-man rush. He actually had a guy wide open down the field, but he never could quite set his feet. And we'll see what happened to him on this play.
Looked like his arm got twisted at an awkward angle, perhaps his wrist. Number 90, Ryan Erith, finishes him off right here. I think it was the arm with the football, Marcus, that just got tweaked.
Yeah, he landed on it.
The ball free, and Omar Brown recovered it for Northern Iowa. Trevor Allen bulldozes his way towards the Northern Iowa 1st down near the 25. Give him 11.
See Northern Iowa going to their power play. You'll see backside Nick Ellis, the right guard, pulling. And a couple other guys getting up through there. That's a good play call. No. That was great execution on that power play.
1st and 10 from the 25. Northern Iowa looks to enter the red zone for the first time today. Allen is shoved away by Joshua Manchagaya, the backfield, alongside his quarterback, Will McIlvain. Good to see him back out there. The ground game is working for Northern Iowa. Finally, Allen lowers the shoulder into Manchagaya and is ruled out of bounds around the 5-yard line.
Well, they went right back to that power play once again. You see big Nick Ellis pulling, getting around there. They understand now how South Dakota State's going to line up. They're adding another guy in the box at the, with an H-back.
Much this season because of injuries at the tight end position. McIlvain, end zone. It was nearly a spectacular catch. We'll see if they go back to it here. This is a jumbo package. It's Trevor Allen. bottled up at the 5, no gain. Incomplete, out of bounds. Looking for Isaiah Weston. Don Gardner, the junior from Chicago, was in on the coverage.
You'll see the Jackrabbits defense, they just form a picket fence. That's where you got 4 guys under, 3 guys deep, and if the ball is thrown over your head, it's out of bounds. You don't panic.
To lead the Jackrabbits to the semifinals for the 3rd year in a row. A quarterfinal berth is on the line. Right back to Trevor Allen on 2nd and 1.
Working, another side has to pick up the slack.
Northern Iowa had the 5th hardest strength of schedule in FCS this year. Tough test here on the road for the 2nd time against South Dakota State this season. And finally, the Jackrabbits blow that play up. Loss of a yard, it's 2nd and 11. Quick hitter over the middle, and the pat down in 3. Allen motioned out of the backfield. Here comes a blitz. Allen's got it. And he's got a 1st down across the midway stripe and into South Dakota State territory. Gain of 8. Rosenbaum dragged him down.
That's a great call on 3rd and short, expecting the blitz, empty out the backfield. You let Logan Backus go, creating the illusion that he's going to get a sack, but you're really inviting him up the field so that those guys can execute.
In Iowa, he got a cup of coffee in the NFL as a tight end. It's certainly hurt him to see what's happened to the tight end position this season for Northern Iowa. And Trevor Allen is having himself a ball game, or at least a late 2nd quarter, early 3rd quarter. Mahaffey loves that, as he's starting to dial up some things in the ground game that are working for Northern Iowa. Gain of 10.
Yeah, and when he saw this play working in the 1st half, he went through it a couple times. But let's give the left side of that line some credit. Trevor Penning, Jackson, Scott Brown, those guys are blocking down.
In depth. Briley Moore, a captain and All-American, was Northern Iowa's leading pass catcher last year. He's been out since the 1st week of the season and has really changed the look of this Northern personnel, 1 and/or 2 tight ends. And he can't really do that this year, so they've had to get very creative with their run game looks. Brilliantly drawn up play there. It's Aaron Graham, picks up a blocker from Weston and is out of bounds in the red zone inside the 5-yard line.
That's
1st and goal from the 4. McIlvaine calls his own number and gets near the 2 before he is finally rebuffed. Preston Tetzloff was at the bottom of the pile there for South Dakota State. On the defensive line, Tolu Ogurndi was in the mix as well.
Well, you'll see here, this Jackrabbits defense, now they're expecting the run. It's going to be a lot tougher to block down and catch them.
Trevor Allen finishes the drive with a touchdown for Northern Iowa. And the Panthers are a point away from tying this game up.
You'll see it right here. They go to the power. They run it to the right side this time, where the left side of the line pulls. And Big Ellis and Spencer Brown to kick out block boards. That's a big play in a big time situation.
We are still tied at 10. Will McIlvaine in trouble, and that one ricochets off the shoe of Christian Rosenbaum.
I think Northern Iowa's going to have to come up with something different besides a screen pass.
McIlvaine tackled behind the line of scrimmage. A fantastic open field tackle made by Chase Norblade, the reserve safety.
Well, he did a good job of
first tackle for a loss of the season, first sack of his career. 3rd and 12. Northern Iowa changes the protection. Just a 3-man rush. McIlvaine looking at 8. He drops it into Weston, and the ball is jarred loose. Norblade is done, and the drive continues for Northern Iowa.
But now the Jackrabbits have to respond, put that play behind them, next man up, go out and execute.
McIlvain flushed, pursued by Erith. Erith pushes him out near the line to gain at about the 38-yard line, and the side judge signals that it is a first down.
Northern Iowa's in complete control of this football game. That was a great effort.
And it is third down, my mistake.
That was a great effort to stretch that football out.
Dial up here on 3rd and 1. Dive play, Trevor Allen. He did not get it. Might have fallen forward close to the 39-yard line. That's the line to gain.
Northern Iowa Panthers have rolled up their sleeve. They've got in a phone booth and they're saying, we're going toe-to-toe. Let's knuckle up and play football. This is smash mouth football at its finest.
16th, 38-7. This game has been much different. Here's a 1st and 10. McIlvain dragged down from behind. That is the captain, Ryan Erith, the two-time second-team All-Missouri Valley Football Conference honoree, is having himself a whale of a game.
Yeah, if there's one Jackrabbit that's out there playing every snap like his last, it's Ryan Erith. He beat 2 or 3 guys, just bull rushing, using his hands. Look to the right of your screen, right here by the goal post, the upright here. Uses a swim move there, club and rip, gets up the field. Anytime you got one man that can beat that many guys, it's going to be hard to throw the football when you put coverage behind it.
Senior from sacks today to up his season total to 6.5. And a delay of game is charged against Northern Iowa.
Game, offense, 5-yard penalty, 2nd down.
So it's 2nd and 19 now from the 30.
If I'm Northern Iowa, I would have probably stuck with that run game. You look right here, the offense rush yards, pass yards, South Dakota State still leading in total yards. But I don't think the number of yards matter. I think it's when you get those yards.
That's a great point, because it feels like Northern Iowa has rushed for more than 52 ground yards today. That pass is complete along the boundary. A very difficult catch.
Going down to 3rd and medium in a situation where it looked like it was over for you. Now you have a chance.
Aaron Graham backtracks. Delayed blitz. McIlvain gets it out, and the pass is incomplete. Looking for Aaron Graham. Nearly 11 minutes in the 3rd quarter alone, and are coming up on 28 minutes possessing the football for the game.
See that change of strength right there, Chris.
But the play doesn't get off the ground.
False start. Offense number 70. Half the distance to the goal. 1st down.
What is the 1st and 15? Trevor Allen is stonewalled at the line of scrimmage. No gain. There's that change of strength again with Colton Leak, number 85, in motion. He was a center at the beginning of the season, but was forced to move to tight end because of injuries. It didn't matter.
Just take what the defense gives you.
Trevor Allen. Rolled down at the 18-yard line by South Dakota State.
Fields neither really drove the length other than that first drive.
That pass was batted down at the line of scrimmage by Logan Backus, who's had an outstanding freshman in that game, and he picked up 8 tackles and did in fact force a fumble against the Panthers 2 years ago. On 2nd and 10, McIlvain gets through and has got a lot of real estate. Towards the sideline and out of bounds at midfield. Will McIlvain with an explosive play for Northern Iowa. 31 yards.
That's what this offense has been waiting on. You just can't get out your pass rush lane. South Dakota State got caught in a defensive stunt. All their guys were downfield, but watch Trevor Allen's block as his quarterback is scrambling down the field. But this is where McElvain has hurt a lot of people. Had a game where he passed for 100 yards.
That's Trevor Allen, who totes Leak, the motion tight end. Now Graham behind the line. Lost football. Allen is able to salvage it at midfield, but it's a loss of 5.
So this man has played a lot of good football today, especially.
On 3rd and 10, McElvain in trouble. Rosenbaum had him, and McElvain breaks free. He's got room to run. Needs 10, did not get it. He got 8.5 on 3rd and 10 and was donate. Northern Iowa goes for it from the 42-yard line. Up the middle, Trevor Allen appears to have enough. He needed the 40, and he got the nose of the football just across towards the 39.
That's a gutsy call. You're on the road, it's playoff, second round. Took one on the chin 3 weeks ago against the same team. And the left side of the offensive line got a great push, especially at the center position with Neeson.
Fresh set of downs for Northern Iowa. A methodical drive. Sevin Wilson on the blitz, tracking McElvain down, and he flips it out of play. Just a meat grinder of a drive for Northern Iowa. It began at its own 19-yard line. McElvain on the carry near the 35-yard on the sideline.
They keep putting that formation in the boundary, Chris, so that they can run something, look for the play action underneath.
Good protection. McElvain takes a shot, and the pass is caught by Suni Lane near the 5-yard line. 1st and goal, Northern Iowa, 31 yards.
That's just a great throw and catch. Put the formation in the boundary, and it isolates that field corner to the wide side by himself, and is far enough away from the safety where you can't get any help. But look at the high point of the ball by Suni Lane, the body control. And if you're Don Gardner, I mean, it's just a tough spot to be in, to the wide side where a ball is perfectly thrown.
McElvain, now the 31-yard pass completion to Suni Lane. That's Trevor Allen, who slashes off right tackle, and is Allen again brought down at the 1-yard line.
Chance.
Turn, give, Allen. He is ruled short. Northern Iowa thinks it's a touchdown, unsurprisingly. But both judges or officials lined up on the goal line signaled he was down inside the 1.
Timeout, South Dakota State. That 3rd timeout. Please set the clock to 2:12. 2:12.
Well, you knew what play was coming.
Thank you.
And it just got too congested in the middle. I really think if they would have spaced out their blockers a little better, there would have been a run lane for Trevor Allen, but good stop by the Jackrabbits. Doesn't appear that he got in. He's definitely well short.
Great call by the line official. And listen, what do you think about going for it on 4th down? I mean, if you don't get it, it's still tied, and South Dakota State would have 2 minutes left and the ball inside the 1-yard line.
I actually like the call. I mean, you would think with the ball on the right hash.
After the 1st quarter.
I also think, too, you don't have to throw it to the 1st down. You can